Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or indeed good evening, depending on your time zone and depending on when you are watching this. I'm James Innes, and this is my YouTube show, The Jobs Guru. It is Tuesday, the 8th of September, 2020. I'm delighted to see you all here for today's episode. I extend a very warm welcome to all those who have subscribed since the last episode, and if you haven't yet subscribed, then please do think about subscribing so you don't miss out on the next episode. Today I'm going to be taking a look at a couple of rather interesting articles from BBC News. If you've got any questions or comments as you watch, then do please type them into that comment section below. If you like what you see, then please do hit that YouTube thumbs up. Right, normally I would take a look at workplace, employment, jobs and careers news on a Thursday, but I'm kind of doing things back to front this week, but with method in my madness. Two recent articles from my friends and colleagues at BBC News, between them cover quite a few of the questions I've been receiving from my viewers and indeed readers. And B, I want to dedicate this Thursday to World Suicide Prevention Day, because that's something I personally consider to be extremely important. So, onto those two articles. I'm going to talk about them one after the other. The first is entitled Coronavirus, What Happens When the Furlough Scheme Ends? Well, the furlough scheme finally ends on the 31st of October, Halloween, which somehow sounds like it must be a long way off, but is in fact now just next month. Of course, some have criticised the decision to close the scheme, but you really can't please all of the people all the time. It's been a hugely popular scheme, nearly 10 million workers furloughed by over 1 million employers. But all good things must come to an end, mustn't they? After all, it's costing something like £80 billion. Which for many of us is a number that's quite hard to grasp perhaps, but to break it down, that's £1,200 per man, woman or child in the UK, or £4,000 per family. And someone has to pay for this. So what happens when the furlough scheme ends? Now I say the furlough scheme, but what I mean of course is the CJRS, the Coronavirus Job Retention Scheme. But that's not exactly a very catchy name, is it? Well, when it ends, there are quite understandably some major concerns that there might be some major job losses. And only time will tell. Now, to encourage businesses to protect jobs, the government will pay businesses a £1,000 bonus for every furloughed employee they keep on until the end of January 2021, provided these workers are paid an average of at least £520 a month between November and January. But will that be enough? People are expensive, and a £1,000 bonus is hardly a great enticement for the average employer. But what else can the UK government do? It's not like they have a bottomless pit full of cash. On to the next article, Coronavirus, what does my boss have to do to keep me safe? Following hot on the heels of the previous article, yes, more and more people are being encouraged more and more to return to their workplace. But with coronavirus still a concern, what are your rights? Well, employers should talk to workers about the next steps and only bring them back to their place of work if it's safe to do so. And they must follow a strict code of measures, which can include observing the 1 metre plus rule of social distancing, introducing one-way systems to minimise contact, frequent cleaning of objects and communal areas, in shops, storing returned items for 72 hours before returning them to the sales floor, table service only in indoor pubs and restaurants, and venues will be expected to collect customers' contact details for the NHS test and trace system. If employees are unhappy and their employer has not addressed their concerns, then they should contact their local authority or the health and safety executive, who can force firms to take action. The TUC, the Trades Union Congress, says companies should publish risk assessments so that employees know what safety measures are being taken. However, not all firms have done so. Can your boss make you return to work? Well, people can't assume they will be paid if they don't go to work. However, employers should be extremely careful about deciding to fire them or even to discipline them. Under employment law, workers have the right to walk off the job to protect themselves from serious and imminent danger. And I can see this whole thing keeping more than a few lawyers busy. So, we're not far from the end of today's show. I'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday. Remember, this show is Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday each and pretty much every week. Just two more things. First, I'm going to squeeze in some routine but important requests. Do please check me out on social media and connect, follow or otherwise stalk me. But please don't troll me, and whatever you do, don't feed trolls, okay? Any questions or comments about this episode, about the show in general, indeed about life, the universe, sexual dysfunction in Keyboard Warriors, whatever, then please do let me have any such questions or comments below in the comment section. If you like this episode, then do please hit it with the YouTube thumbs up. If you've kindly given me a thumbs up, then do think about both subscribing to my channel and ringing that bell so you don't miss out on the next episode. If you've already done all of that, then Thank you. Now, finally, what's happening in the next episode? Well, tomorrow I'm going to be tackling a question from one of my viewers and also looking at an interview question, namely, what are your current employer's plans for the year ahead? Good luck with that one, eh? I do hope you'll tune in. Thank you for watching today. Keep safe and be well, my friends. Goodbye.